Alright, what's up? So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to be taking off the valve cover gasket and the front timing plate so I can re-gasket it because it seems like it's still leaking. So I'm going to start taking off the valve cover and then go from there. So what I'm doing right now is I'm swapping the valve cover gasket on the KA. It turns out it's leaking from the top timing cover, so we'll go ahead and re-silicone that down and see how this goes. What I'm going to do first is set it to TDC. That way I could take out the distributor cap. That way it'll be back in timing once I put it back in. So let's get started on that. Alright, I spun the crank over to TDC. You can see it's on the second line there. It's on the compression stroke. And to double check, I don't know if you can see this, but those lines are lined up, making sure that you're on TDC. I usually check here before I take it off so I'm not on the wrong stroke and have to spin that around. But yeah, it's good to go, so I'm starting taking the front timing cover off. Alright, now that I got the front timing cover off, I'm going to use a wire wheel to clean out the old silicone. Then after that, I'm going to apply the new one, bolt it down, and hopefully that'll fix it. Alright, I got the front timing cover siliconed up. I just did it around there and on the bottom where it was leaking from. So hopefully that's enough to get it in there. The only hard part is trying to get it in here without smearing the silicone and it not even touching the bottom end. So I'm gonna try doing that. Hopefully this goes by smooth and I don't have to do this again. So I just got done cleaning the seals on the valve cover to replace the gasket. What I found was while I was cleaning the spark plug holes, this one was like filled up with oil. So and when I took it off, the gasket was kind of limp. It wasn't actually on the spark plug holes. So when I put it on this time, definitely got to make sure that they're all seated. That's probably why I was sputtering when I was driving it back. So gonna silicone that up, redo the seals for this, and then throw this back on. So I got the distributor back in. Always want to double check that that's lined up. And you can see that it isn't. So I probably gotta pull it out and re-stab it in there. So you want to line this up here. And you usually gotta offset it, because once it goes in, it turns. Is that it? Yep, perfectly lined up. So, should be good now. Just gotta tighten that up. And then I'm gonna start siliconing the valve cover. So the valve cover is almost ready to go on. I got everything siliconed up. Got the half moons down in the front and back. Pretty much I'm only siliconing the spark plug holes because I have an O'Reilly special gasket. And usually it doesn't seal, so what I'm doing is I'm siliconing that and using their gasket. That way there's no gap in between between the valve cover and the actual head. So just gonna throw this on there and hopefully no more leaks. So everything's put back together. It's pretty much ready to start. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait probably like 15 or 20 minutes just so the silicone could all the way completely seal. But then after that I'll come back and start it and see if I still have any leaks anywhere. So I guess I'll catch back in 15 or 20 minutes, turn it on, see how it goes. So it's been about 20 or 30 minutes. So I'm gonna crank it on and see if it's still leaking or not. Catch back and see if it started leaking or not. Alright, so I'll let it run for operating temperature for like 5 minutes, and I don't see any leaks, so looks like we're good. Last time I was there, it was definitely spewing by now, so that's good. Dope. Yo, so I don't have any leaks so far. Haven't taken it on a test drive yet, so I'm gonna drive it around for a little bit. Maybe I'll film or try to. And I'm gonna drive it around for a little bit, see if it starts leaking, and I guess come back. Hopefully it doesn't leak. Hopefully I could just drive it around and actually just break it in, not worry about anything, be straight. But we'll see. Give it a drive around, see how it goes, and I'll catch back. So I just got back from the first test drive after changing out this the timing cover gasket. So hopefully it's fixed. I went to snack some food, came back. I usually was smelling like oil being burnt while it was leaking before, but on the test drive I didn't smell anything. So hopefully we're good, because I don't want to take this apart again. So let's check it out and see. Moment of truth. Hopefully we're good. Pop the hood over. Alright. It looks bone dry, so we are good. I'm so glad I don't have to take this off again. Alright, well, so we're good. So all we gotta do is break in the car pretty much. Just making sure there's not a oil on any of these seeping through. Alright, cool. Yeah, that's good. Alright, so we're good. Alright, so it looks like it's fixed, so I'm good for now. So all I gotta do is just drive it around to do break-in. So I guess if you have any tips on how to do this YouTube thing, let me know, because I don't know what I'm doing, to be honest.